So you bracketed your images and now you have them. They're all the same, they're at different exposures, and you have to merge them together. Today I'm going to take you into Lightroom and I'm going to show you how to merge your images together to create that HDR image. Stick around. So in the last video that I put out, we were down at the All-Star Sports Resort over the winter, and we decided to take some images of the football field there. Now, this was back in January. We were both exhausted and freezing, but we were able to get a couple of images there. And I tried to explain to you how to actually capture the HDR images. So now we're going to go into the computer and I'm going to show you how to merge them. This is going to be quick. Lightroom makes it very easy. I'm going to show you how I did those 3 images, and I'm going to show you how you can merge more than that. I have a set of 7 images that I shot in Epcot, and you'll be able to see how they merge together and then how the images balanced out. I'm not going to go crazy editing this, or it's not really an editing tutorial. I just want to show you how to get your images that you have in Lightroom and merge them together. Okay, let's get into the computer here.
Okay, so I'm in Lightroom's library module and I have 10 images in an HDR tutorial collection. I pulled them out of my main folders where I have, thousands of images, and it's just easy to work this way. So I made a collection and the images are down here. I'm going to close this window so we can see the images. I'm going to click Control or Command and right-click the 3 images I want to merge. These are the ones that I shot in the video I released last week about how to shoot an HDR. And we're going to go to Photo Merge and HDR. Lightroom is going to give us a preview window. And inside that preview window, I have Auto Align checked off and Auto Settings. Auto Align will actually, if you have more than one image and let's say you handheld them, they might be a little bit off even if you shot them at a fast shutter speed. So Lightroom will adjust them. These were all shot off a tripod, so everything is lined up perfectly. I don't have to worry about that. Auto settings means that Lightroom has applied some adjustments to this image that will be shown to me when I go into the basic panel. I'll be able to see the adjustments that Lightroom thinks this image needed. Now I can change them. I'm not locked into these, so I usually like to start off with this. And deghosting, so if I click deghost, it'll build a preview, and if there was somebody maybe walk through this image that had a little bit of a ghosting effect, Lightroom will try to remove that, but it's actually a very time-consuming process. As you can see, it takes a long time to build the preview, so I usually don't do it. Okay, so I'm going to click None, and it's actually going to rebuild the preview that we were just looking at. So here it is. And if I unclick Auto Settings, you'll see the difference. There's a little bit of a change. Click Merge, and the progress bar up here on the left will show when the HDR is done, and then down here in the film strip on the bottom there'll be a new merged image, and here it is. So I'm going to click on that, go to the Develop module, and as you can see here, some adjustments were applied to this image. Now I can move these. I'm not locked into these. I can do anything I want over here. So if I want to readjust this image or change some things, I can do whatever I want. But now that I've merged these 3 images, I have more information to work with in this image here. Okay, so from here on in, this becomes an editing tutorial, and I'm not going to do that right now. But I do want to show you how to merge more than 3 images. So if I come over here, I have a few images from the American Pavilion in Epcot. I've highlighted all of them. I'm right-clicking on one. Photo merge to HDR. The same thing is going to happen. It's going to build a preview. I have Auto Align set. I have Auto Settings. And there it is. Click Merge. And when it's done merging, a new version of it pops up here. And there it is. And now from here, I can continue to edit this if I want. I can do whatever I want. But I did want to talk about the reason why you might want to do this. Why would you do this anyway? So if you look at this image, it looks pretty balanced. You can see the detail in the lights here. There's some detail up here in the shadows, and I can actually bring out more if I want. And that's because I've taken these 7 images. They were all shot at different exposures. So if you look at this one, in order to get the exposure right on these bright lights, I basically had to make everything else in the image dark where you almost can't see it. Even when I took a dark image, it's still, these lights were still a little overexposed. So I had to go even darker here to get the lights balanced right. And so basically each image is just a different exposure. You know, these are very bright, and that's what gives me the details and all the shadows. So when I merge it together, you get a little bit of everything from all of these images, and it's a lot easier to work with, and I can push the image darker, brighter, whatever I want, and I have more information to do that with. So that's basically why you would do an HDR and how you can simply do it in Adobe Lightroom. I don't need to go out to an outside program. I don't have to have plugins. I mean, you can if you want to, but for my purposes, I like to keep things simple and just, you know, bang out a quick edit if I can. So that's it, HDR in Lightroom.
So now you have your merged image, and now you can begin editing. As you saw in that last set of images, some of them are so overexposed that you would never use them on your own, and one of them was very dark, that it's, you know, it's almost too dark, but when you put them all together, it balances out the shadows and the highlights, so you're able to have more available data to work with when you're editing. And I showed you a little bit of what you can do with the picture in Epcot, but this just gives you more creative control, and it lets you push the images further one way or the other. You can make them look a little unrealistic, which is, you know, that might be your style. Or you can try to make them look like just well-balanced images, and nobody will ever know that you merged a set of images together. So I hope this helped out. If you have any questions, you know, please leave them in the comments. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. You can click the little bell icon if you want to get notifications every time we upload a new video. And please subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.